before he picks it up. Now that foot's not on the bag. You have all kinds of dirt right around that edge of the base as well. This is an inning-ending double play.
Should have been. And they may not even get a single out from it. They sure are taking their time looking at it.
Yeah, this is a big call here for both teams. It's either first and second, one out for the DR, or man on first, run scored, and 2 outs for Venezuela. And they stay with it. Little surprise. Maybe they saw enough of that toe on the base when he picked up the glove.
Or maybe they just thought there wasn't quite enough to overturn it. But I'm more in your camp. I think that foot came off the bag, and that's a break for Venezuela.
Well, the error goes off the board.
Can't assume the double play is how they say that. At least that's the old expression. They do get one out, but the run scores. And here's Robinson Cano, who had an RBI double in his first at-bat, despite being ice cold in the series. Let's see if that woke him up. Foul back, 1-1. 8-time All-Star, as you said, Nelly. You can't keep him down forever. So the Dominican Republic has a 2-0 lead. This was exactly the final score the first time these two teams met. Runner going, foul away. The DR won its first 2 games over Venezuela, then Japan, but then dropped 2 in a row. Venezuela, on the other side, lost its first 2, then won 2 in a row to get here. Cano asks for time. The 1-2 from Castillo. Down low, 2-2.
You saw Gutierrez take off 2 pitches before. This is an all-speed pitch count. Let's see if he goes here.
The 2-2. Cano lofts it into center field. Easy play for Gorkis Hernandez. And that will do it for the top of the third. But the Dominican Republic adds another run. They'll take a 2-0 lead to the bottom half.
Men's skin dries out faster in the cold. Take your skin to its happy place with Dove Men's Micro Moisture technology that leaves your skin feeling hydrated. Dove Men, care changes everything.
When emergency strikes, first responders rely on the latest technology. That's why T-Mobile created T-Priority, built for the 5G era. Only T-Priority dynamically dedicates more capacity for first responders.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
New Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And with no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to my business needs. What's in your wallet?
Something about the way we're working just isn't working. When you're caught up in complex pay requirements or distracted by scheduling staff in multiple time zones, or thinking about the complexity of working in Monterey while based in Montreal, you're not HR, pay, time, talent, and analytics all in one global people platform. You can do the work you're meant to do.
Thursday, a devastating work stoppage Royals fans until two sluggers' quest to break the single-season home run record brings the game back from the brink. Baseball, directed by award-winning documentarian Ken Burns. Thursday at 7:30 Eastern.
Bottom of the third in Mexicali, the 67th edition of the Caribbean Series. We are in the semifinals. The Dominican Republic taking on Venezuela, and the DR has a 2-0 lead for their starting pitcher, Brooks Hall. Incidentally, the Dominican Republic has the most Caribbean Series championships, 22. The most recent one in 2023. Hall, as it hit off him out to deep left field. It bounces off the fence. Lake plays it. Garcia, headfirst dive into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, Venezuela's had some traffic. They had some traffic in the first inning where they left two guys on. Nice aggressive swing from Garcia. First pitch fastball down and in. I thought maybe this might have had a chance to get out. You'll see it hit right off the bottom of the wall. Nice job by Lake playing that. Ball's been carrying a little bit over the last couple of days. Maybe getting a little warmer.
Vargas's first pitch swinging and pops it up to second. Well, the first baseman, Navarro, will call off Adames and make the catch, and that's a non-productive out for Vargas on the first pitch.
Yeah, poor at bat. You know, it's one thing being aggressive on the first pitch, but you got to have an idea what you want to do. You want to try to get that runner over to third. Try to pull the ball, whether you bunt. I mean, you're the leadoff guy. You have some speed. Like you said, non-productive at bat.
Garcia had to hold at second on the pop-up, and now it's Gorkis Hernandez.
And you go back to the first game, Doug, Venezuela was the same way. I mean, they had some traffic on the base pass, and they just could not capitalize with runners in scoring position.
Hernandez grounded out to short his first at-bat. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Crowd filling in a bit in Mexicali. 2 in the afternoon start. The 0-1 popped in the air to right field. Marmoleos makes the catch, and the runner has to hold again. 2 outs.
I mean, that ball right there might have been a little shallow as far as a sac fly. Well, this is the home run from last night. Amarista, you see it just gets over the right field wall, and that was a walk-off. That put Venezuela up 10-0, and that gave Vargas a no-hitter.
The rarest of rare walk-off no-hitters. Amarista at the plate, throw down to second, and Garcia gets back.
It's a no-hitter. Will you count that? 8 innings? I guess.
I understand they are counting it, at least in the Caribbean Series record books. Everything I read today said it was the third of the Caribbean Series. So
he did a great job. Absolutely count it. Be able to go through 8 innings and not give up a hit.
Amarista pops it up. Battling the sun and right. Marmolejos makes the catch. Hall works around the leadoff double. It remains 2-0 Dominican Republic after 3.
How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Save up to $700 on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm, sleep at night.
Want your car's paint to look like this? Well, now it can with Cerakote's #1 selling rapid ceramic paint sealer. Seal and protect your paint with unbelievable gloss, shine, and slickness in less than 30 minutes. Simply spray it on and lightly buff it with the included microfiber towels. Look at the rich gloss with endless depth and mirror-like shine.
You can hear it. This side over here is clearly been treated, rolled right off. This side not so much.
This is very nice. And it took you how long to apply it? Like 10 minutes? And then it just sets? Wow. And it looks much healthier too. That's very nice.
Look at the difference with Cerakote's true hydrophobic ceramic technology. Water just blows right off. The level of gloss and slickness is unbelievable. With over 40,000 5-star reviews, Cerakote is guaranteed to be the glossiest, slickest, and easiest to apply paint sealant you have ever used. Buy any of Cerakote's ceramic products for under $20 today.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah. Consolidate bad debt and save money for your next home. Take a swing at your kitchen reno. I mean that literally. Or design your actual dream wedding. All your ambitions, all in one app. SoFi personal loans, low fixed rates, borrow up to $100K, no fees required. Go to SoFi.com to view your rate. SoFi, get your money right.
To be invested is to believe in better, and better is what Betterment is all about. Whether it's saving for today or building wealth for tomorrow, we help people and small businesses put their money to work. We use automated technology to make saving simpler and investing smarter. All for anyone who's ever said, I think I can do better. Be invested in your business, be invested in yourself, be invested in better with Betterment.
Beautiful day for baseball in Mexicali, about 80 degrees for the first pitch. Probably not a beautiful day where you're watching, unless you're fortunate enough to be in one of the few sunny, warm spots of the U.S. We know in Canada, you're not getting 80 degrees this time of year.
No.
If you're watching us on TLN
Northeast
up there.
either. They're going to get a big storm tomorrow coming that way. There's those shadows we were talking about. The more they creep over the plate, it's just tough for hitters to pick up the spin. They see the location. It's tough when it goes from sun into shade.
This is Yamiko Navarro, the first baseman of the Dominican Republic, to lead things off. Max Castillo back out for his 4th inning of work, but the pitch count is sneaking up there. Navarro, fair ball down the left field line. That should be extra bases. He slides into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it's just a hanging breaking ball. Supposed to be away, stayed inside. Navarro did a nice job roping it down the left field line. And you wonder if Castillo's getting a little tired. You know, a lot of times the first sign is that breaking pitch. If it's not as sharp and you're not getting that ball away and it's just spinning up there, usually that arm starts getting tight. He's had some long innings. The first inning and also the third.
Now he faces a dangerous hitter in Francisco Mejia.
One nice thing for Venezuela, the bullpen did have a night off. I'm not going to say they're rested because who knows how those guys feel down there, but they did have the night off.
Venezuela only used the one pitcher for the no-hitter, of course. Mejia, 4 for 6 in the Caribbean Series. Takes outside. Mejia with plenty of major league experience, most notably with the Tampa Bay Rays, hits this one in the air to center field. Easy play out there for Hernandez. The runner will not advance. Navarro doesn't have a world of speed. He has to hold.
Well, another poor at bat. I mean, you're being aggressive at the plate because you want to try to drive that in, but it's drive that run in, but at the same time trying to move him over, and you swing at a pitch around your eyes. Venezuela had a hard time making anything happen in that bottom of the third with a leadoff double. Looks like the DR is having the same type of problem.
Another one popped up into center field, and another play made by Gorkis Hernandez. 2 down. Marmolejo is retired, and now it's Christian Adames. Just when we thought Castillo might be laboring a little bit, he's helped out by a couple early swings in the count and a couple of pop-ups.
Yeah, you wonder if this situation happens again, will both managers put on a sacrifice? If they're not getting it done and allowing them to move the runner over by hitting the other way. You got a leadoff double by Navarro. Now you're talking about the end of the lineup. Anything you can do to try to move that runner over to third. If it's not getting done one way, they'll start sacrificing that guy over to third.
Adames struck out looking his first time up. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Adames 2 for 8 in the series. Castillo still getting that fastball pumped up, 92 miles an hour on that one. He's a big fella working in the heat. Low 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. He's always been a big guy. As a kid, they nicknamed him La Papa. That doesn't mean father, it means the potato. And it stuck. He's embraced it. I don't feel like we're insulting him by passing that along, is my point. The 1-2 to Adames from Castillo. Another one hit the center field. Hernandez coming on, sliding and making the catch. Gorkis Hernandez makes all 3 putouts in center. And the leadoff double goes by the boards. Middle of the 4th.
They'll be playing for new teams in 2025, but they're certainly no strangers to the top 100 players list. Find out where some of the offseason's biggest names are ranked tonight at 9 Eastern, only on MLB Network.
At Granger, we know the ones who get it done wear a lot of hats. A hard hat is one, problem solver is another. Whatever the job calls for, we're here for you. We're America's trusted source for industrial-grade products with the scale and resources to deliver and the knowledge to help answer tough product questions. Because we know that hats change, but having access to real people ready to help, combined with fast delivery, never goes out of style. Call, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, look. Great blue heron.
Oh, your favorite.
You know, when I go, I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy.
Oh, that's a beautiful legacy, too.
Doesn't count. Generous, but final wishes need to be more finalized. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy to create a legally valid, state-specific document that actually counts. What's that?
That's a duck.
Start your will at trustandwill.com now and make it count.
Welcome to Tackling Life with Jordan and Ronica, brought to you by Experian.
Who takes longer to get ready on game day?
You.
Okay,
For sure.
Well, when you have to look like this,
You got a lot of stuff to
you
do.
just have to put a helmet on. Yeah.
I'm better managing time for sure.
It's like a part of your job. You have like clock management. With Experian, you can cancel subscriptions you forget about and could save you time and money. Who needs the app more?
Both need it.
Who doesn't need to save more time and money?
Download the Experian app now.
Man, I can't stop eating these.
What? They're for the neighbors. Maybe I should start my own stand.
Hey, Pete! I told you I'd start my own stand!
Classic Eli.
New King's Hawaiian pretzel bites.
Irresistibly sweet and salty.
Whoa, now that's a smooth shake. You might think these guys had to pay top dollar for a shave that smooth, but they just used Harry's. With 5 blades that stay sharp, shave after shave, a lubricating strip with aloe, a flex hinge, and a trimmer blade, it's hard to believe refills start at just $2, half of what the other guys charge. Shaving with Harry's isn't pricey. It's just very, very, very smooth. Wake up to Harry's. Get your trial set for just $7 at harrys.com/smooth.
Back at the Eagles Nest in Mexicali, Mexico. Doug Wright alongside 4-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson. To the bottom of the 4th we go. 4, 5, 6 in the order coming up for Venezuela, led off by Rangel Ravello. Brooks Hall has not allowed a run yet on the mound for the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. Got around a leadoff double in that last inning, the bottom of the 3rd. You see 38 pitches going into the 4th. His last outing, he went 5, gave up 3 hits, didn't walk a batter. He was around 60-some pitches, 64, 65 pitches in that outing.
I remember we were a little surprised when they took him out of that game, but the bullpen held up behind him and threw 4 more scoreless. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. That same bullpen let them down against Puerto Rico. Had a 7-3 lead before losing 10-7. Henry Blanco, the Venezuela manager, looking on. 1-1 pitch. Taken low, 1-2. Blanco, a 16-year major leaguer, has a World Series ring from his time with the Chicago Cubs. I think that's Albert Pujols behind the mask over in the Dominican dugout. 2-1, Ravello, foul ball, just missed outside the third base bag. Some of the fans in the crowd don't like the call.
I don't think the hitter does either. I think Ravello thought that might have been fair. Let's see. Ooh, that might have got the corner of the bag.
Yeah.
I think he might have something to gripe about right there.
Of course, the third baseman Gutierrez, you saw on a shot a little while ago, shook his head. No, that was foul. That's not something you can review, though.
No.
Blanco out there to make his case.
He's saying it doesn't have to be fair when it goes across the, I mean, it crosses the bag. It doesn't have to stay fair on the other side of the bag. It just has to cross the bag. And it looked like it may have crossed that bag.
Michael Salazar, the third base umpire, in a discussion with Blanco, and it's starting to get a little heated. This is the semifinals of the Caribbean Series, so these teams are serious about this one. Winner going on to the finals on Friday. The loser can only play for the bronze medal in the third place game, which would be tomorrow night. A lot of pride between these two countries. A nice rivalry, too, on the baseball diamond. 2-2 pitch from Hall. Chop to shortstop. Nunez up and throwing. Easy play, 2 down. Make that 1 away. Ravello, the leadoff hitter.
When you smoke one down the line, you probably have a leadoff double, and all of a sudden it's called foul.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lose a little focus at the plate. It takes that bat away, and that looked like that's what happened to Ravello, a little easy ground ball to shortstop.
Blanco's still there steaming. Obviously thinking about what might have been, but instead it's 1 out, and here's Jose Rondon. Just missed. Rondon was robbed by Lake of an RBI hit way back in the first inning. Lake made a nice sliding catch. Now he hits one high in the air toward Lake again. Out near the warning track, Lake going back. He makes the catch and crashes into the wall. Junior Lake has robbed him twice. 2 outs.
I think Brooks Hall was holding his breath on this one. This is a great job. You see Lake, he looks back to check out where that wall is. That's what you do as an outfielder. You don't want to keep your eye on the ball the whole entire time. You got to look to where your surroundings is. He looks where that wall is. Watch him look where the wall is. Well, he did before that, and he keeps his eye on it. Nice catch.
Nobody likes it more than Brooks Hall. 2 down. Venezuela still kept off the board.
Yeah, 2 baseballs that were hit to left field that I thought might have had a chance to get out.
Now here's Donry Vasquez. He has hit one out in the series.
We have 0-2. The last time he struck out Vasquez on a slide step. Try to disrupt that rhythm of the leg kick from Vasquez. Let's see if he goes back to it.
Calling for a changeup here. Miss low. At least I think that's what he's calling.
Look like it.
Fingers out there. 1-2. This will be the 50th pitch for Hall in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to first. Navarro will flip to Hall, and that will do it for the bottom of the 4th. 1-2-3 inning with a little help from the third base umpire. Back to Mexicali with a 2-0 lead for the Dominican Republic after this.
Hi, I sell deodorant for a living, but not just any deodorant. The whole body deodorant designed just for guys. Mando Whole Body Deodorant is clinically proven to block odor all day and control it for 72 hours. Plus, it was invented by a doctor right here in the USA. What's Mando's secret? It paralyzes odor-causing bacteria. You stop bacteria, you stop odor before it starts. Now get this, because our deodorants are free from any harsh chemicals, they work safely anywhere on your body. New customers get 30% off at shopmando.com.
Ah, the timeless box of chocolates, a symbol of love that says, our love is predictable. Snooze fest. Ba-da-ba.
See which nation has what it takes to claim Winter Ball's international crown. Puerto Rico, Mexico. The semifinals continue tonight, 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Max Castillo back out there for the top of the 5th for Venezuela. The Dominican Republic will start at the bottom of the order with a guy who's been leading off throughout this series until today, and that's Gustavo Nunez. Had a base hit his first time up. Takes a strike. Stole second base after a single. Nice to have a guy at the number 9 spot who could be a table setter from there. This time it's lofted to left field, and Rondon makes the grab. 1 out.
Well, Castillo, 75 pitches. He's done a pretty nice job. I mean, he's labored through a few innings, the first inning, third inning, and that leadoff double in the 4th. Might have not had his stuff like he did on Friday. but he's escaped some jams just to keep it at a 2-0 game.
Just 3 strikeouts so far as he faces Junior Lake. Strike 1. Lake scored one of the 2 runs for the Dominican Republic, coming around after reaching on a fielder's choice. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, good slider from Castillo.
Oof. Just missed.
And that's a pitch that the hitters have a hard time picking up because you look where the shade is now. It's right by the front of the rubber. Castillo's in full sunlight.
That one missed outside 2-2. Strike 3. Got him looking. 2 down. 4th strikeout for Castillo, and 3 of them have come with a batter looking.
Well, he throws a changeup and real good sink on that change. Just catches the bottom of the strike zone.
Fifth consecutive batter retired by Max Castillo after the leadoff double in the 4th. Now it's Socrates Brito. I think he broke his bat. He's going to go back and get a new piece of wood. Brito made a terrific sliding catch in right field to record the final out of Game 7 of the Dominican League Championship Series. That was after his teammate Junior Caminero hit that big home run in the top half. That went viral. See it everywhere. Brito rips one, center field. There's a base hit. Brito is 3 for 3.
Well, 2-out hit, fastball up top. New piece of lumber helped out. He's got a stolen base already in this game. With 2 outs, let's see if he can get another one. Get in scoring position.
He's a big fella, but he can move. And he's going again. Another stolen base with a head-first slide.
Well, the 3rd stolen base for the DR. Castillo very slow to the plate, and he throws a lot of off speed. There's that changeup down, and Sanchez really has no chance of throwing out the runner. And you look at Brito's lead, not a big lead, but because of Castillo being so slow, you don't really need a big lead to grab a bag.
Now it's Kelvin Gutierrez with a runner in scoring position. Came into the game 5 for 10. Got moved into this number 3 spot for opportunities like this.
Oh, that was a good pitch. It might have been a little bit inside, but that was a really good pitch from Castillo.
Gutierrez 0 for 2 in this game. Runner going for 3rd, and he's out. Oh, you don't want to make the 3rd out of third base, but that's exactly what Socrates Brito did just there. That'll do it for the top of the 5th. Nice tag made. Back after this.
Pet owners know the struggle. Your best bud can track dirt, mud, sand, and all.
at the Eagles Nest in Mexicali, Mexico. 2-0. The Dominican Republic leading Venezuela as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Brooks Hall back out there, and he's been impressive so far. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that I spoke with him earlier in the week, and he said this is probably his last year of pro baseball. And if he does go out, so far so good. It will be a terrific way to finish his career if he can get a victory here in the semifinals of the Dominican Series. Hernan Perez will lead things off, the Major League veteran at the plate for Venezuela. Just missed him. Breaking pitch. 2-0. Perez 4 for 17 in the series, 3 RBIs, a double. That wouldn't even have hurt if it hit him, right? Easy for me to say. Here's the 2-0. High strike call, 2-1. Robert Nunez, the home plate ump, has kept them guessing today. 2-1. That's a little too high. 3-1. Got it up to 94, though.
I imagine Albert Pujols took Brito aside and asked him, what were you thinking there? 2 outs making the last out of third. You're already in scoring position.
I wonder if Albert's a little under the weather because he wasn't wearing that mask when the game started. 3-2, popped up on the infield. Second baseman Adames makes the catch, 1 down. Ali Sanchez, the catcher, will be next. You know, Venezuela had been having trouble scoring runs, but had broken out in the previous 2 games, but it's right back to the doldrums here. But that could be a lot to do with the pitching of this guy on the mound.
Yeah, Hall's done a nice job. Got a little trouble in the first inning. First and second with 2 outs. Really not a whole lot after that besides a leadoff double in the third. And he pitched around that.
Navarro has room to make the catch of foul territory, 2 away.
A lot of foul territory here in Mexicali. Pitcher's advantage.
That's 8 straight batters retired.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Navarro had a long way to run.
Yep.
Did a nice job. 3 or 4 feet away from the wall. A little camera well.
So 8 retired in a row since that leadoff double, and it's the 9-hitter, Eduardo Garcia. He's the one who had that double. Since that double, no one has reached base against Brooks Hall. 0-1, misses, 1-1. Hall went just 5 in his first start without allowing a run. You have to wonder how deep he may go. Might this be his last batter, despite the fact he's been mowing them down lately?
Yeah, he was a little over 60 pitches in his first outing, and you wonder as well, 5 innings. He's done a really nice job. Basically, Venezuela hasn't done anything against him.
That one misses, 2-2.
And the way the bullpen pitched yesterday for the DR, you feel more comfortable staying with Hall until he gets in trouble instead of going to the bullpen right away.
2-2 to Garcia. Swung on and missed, struck him out. And that does it for the bottom of the 5th. 5 more shutout innings for Brooks Hall. We go to the 6th, the Dominican Republic leading 2-0.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah, borrow up to $100,000 to consolidate.
Castillo. There's a new pitcher in the game for Venezuela.
Yeah, Vizcaya, nice job by Castillo. 5 innings, giving up those 2 runs, 6 hits, 86 pitches, did not walk a batter, 4 strikeouts. Venezuela having a night off in the bullpen. They need to throw up some zeros here the rest of the game.
Kelvin Gutierrez will lead things off. First pitch swinging, foul. He was at the plate when Socrates Brito was thrown out trying to steal third with 2 outs in the last inning. 0 for 2 today, 5 for 12 in the series. A couple of runs scored and an RBI. He had been batting lower in the order. Albert Pujols mixed things up for this game in the semifinals. I moved him up to the 3 spot. Takes a strike, 0-2. Hit hard but foul.
And he tried to quick pitch him a little bit with a fastball upstairs. 96.
That's about as hard as we've seen anyone throw in the Caribbean Series.
Let's see if he goes with that slider down and away.
A nice view of El Nido de las Águilas, the Eagle's Nest here in Mexicali. One and two the count. Right down the middle, struck him out. Not sure what he was looking for, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, I think he was looking off speed. I think after fastball in and Vizcaya missed, he's probably thinking, okay, I'm getting that slider again. Locked him up. 95 right down the middle.
I mean, that was center cut. Middle. Gutierrez would like to have that pitch back. And now it's Robinson Cano at the plate. He had one of the biggest hits of this game back in the first inning. A 2-out RBI double to score Socrates Brito for the first run of the game. Chopped up the middle. Could be trouble, but Robbie doesn't run like he used to. 2 outs. Vargas to Ravello. And now it's Yamiko Navarro coming up for Venezuela, or for the Dominican Republic. Navarro 1 for 2. He had a double back in the fourth to lead off the inning, but was left stranded there. Wanted to have a look. He stepped out of the box before the pitch was thrown. And it's in there for a strike.
Now, Vizcaya spent some time in the minor leagues with Cleveland. Started with Cleveland back in 2012. Minnesota, the Mets, and Atlanta. Got as high as AAA. Never seen the big leagues.
He sure has a live arm. He's been pumping them in there in the mid-90s.
Last pitch last year for AAA Gwinnett. That's Atlanta's AAA team.
And he's going to have a 1-2-3 inning. Navarro pops up to the shortstop, Garcia. Nicely done by the reliever. It stays 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth.
What are we doing today, Coach?
Back in Mexicali, Doug Wright and Jeff Nelson. And back on the mound is Brooks Hall for his 6th inning of work. He wants to work with young kids, teach them how to pitch. Might want to pop in a tape of these first 5 innings.
Yeah, 63 pitches and how efficient he's been. Absolutely. Getting ahead of guys. Only walked 1. He struck out 2, only 2 hits.
And he starts off Eldemaro Vargas with a strike. We're in the semifinals of the Caribbean Series, the 67th edition. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Dominican Republic has won the most championships, looking for its 23rd. And trying to reach Friday night's finals. Where was that?
Yeah, that ball's right there. You know, you're not even bringing it up a whole lot, Mejia. You see Mejia, the catcher, shaking his head. Hall has no clue where that ball was.
That makes this 1 walk outing even more special, the way this zone has been so tight. This one's ripped by Vargas into right field. Could be extra bases as it bounces past Marmolejos in right. Vargas ends up on second base. Either it's a leadoff double or a base hit and an error.
Yeah, you wonder how that's going to be scored, and that's just the frustration of not getting the call, that last pitch. You wind up losing a little focus, leaving the ball up in the zone. You watch Marmolejos thinking he's getting it. He wants to get back to the field. That hops over his glove. He's trying to get it into the infield real quick, and it hops over his glove. Instead, rolls all the way to the wall, allowing Vargas to get the second.
And now it's Gorkis Hernandez swinging at the first pitch and fouling it back.
And this is a must for Venezuela to get Vargas over to third. You've had some opportunities, not very many.
Oh, 1 pitch. Tried to check his swing. He did not. 0-2. They ruled that a double, Jeff.
I think the only, what they're thinking is probably that would have been a tough play.
0-2. Sky down the right field line.
It was hit in the gap and probably given the advantage to the hitter.
For the first time, we see action in the Dominican bullpen.
Is that Johnny Cueto down there?
Couldn't pick up the number. 1-2 to count to Hernandez. Hall went just 5 in the opening game. We've mentioned that. He has not yet allowed a run in 10 innings of work in this Caribbean Series. Hernandez asked for time. Everyone in the bullpen, everyone on the staff should be available. This is kind of a do or die, but a strikeout for Hall there. He wants to take care of business himself.
Well, good slider down and away. He got Hernandez with a check swing a couple pitches before. Expands the zone. That wasn't even close to being anywhere near the plate. A good pitch by Hall.
And another non-productive out with a runner on second and no outs for Venezuela. You were wondering whether they'd lay one down next time they had an opportunity like that one. Here's Amarista. Takes the ball. You get that runner to third with the guy who handles the bat like this, it's almost an automatic run.
Yeah, down 2-0, you're probably not going to sacrifice. Now, if you're going the other way with the DR and you're up 2-0, I would see, hey, sacrifice the guy over because you're having a hard time getting him over to third. Down 2-0, you would love to see him swing away, but at the same time, you'd love to see him go the other way. get him, give up that at bat, maybe try to punch something in the hole for a base hit. But a lot of non-productive at-bats for Venezuela. The leadoff double in the third. You had first and second, even though with 2 outs in the first. Have not been able to do anything. Even the first game that these two teams played on Friday, Venezuela had the same problem.
Marista takes a strike. Little Ninja had a big hit last night, a 2-run homer that ended the game. Just missed high, 2-1. Amarista 0 for 1 in this game. Did work out a walk in the first. 6 for 16 in the series. Hall bluffs to second. Trying to keep Vargas close.
I wonder if Venezuela gets another runner on. Would the DR go to the bullpen? If Hall can get Amarista out, I'm sure they'll go hitter by hitter. But maybe one more runner on for Venezuela. That might be it for Hall.
Just missed inside. Hall took a long look at that one. But it missed Starbucks. 3-1. Amarista hits it hard, but right at the first baseman, Navarro will take it himself for the second out. The runner moves up to third, but now 2 away as Vargas is 90 feet from scoring. And the cleanup hitter, Rangel Ravello, will come to the plate. Hall taking a moment here to compose himself. 34 years old, out of Anderson, South Carolina. Veteran pitcher. Guy who just knows how to pitch. I know that's a cliche, but sums up this guy, right? 1-0. Doesn't have the overpowering stuff, but he just pitches. Ravello was 1 for 2, singled in the first, grounded out in the fourth. 5 for 18 in the series. Has a couple of RBIs, a chance to add another one here. Foul ball, 1-1. Venezuela has had its chances, but have not been able to cash in as of yet. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got that one up to 95.
Yeah, good fastball upstairs. He knows this is his last inning, or probably his last inning.
Henry Blanco, the Venezuelan manager, looking on for the 1-2. Just missed the outside corner. Wow. Hall wanted that one, did a little bunny hop after the delivery.
Wow, I don't know where those pitches are. I mean, this zone has been incredibly tight today. I mean, I don't care where that pitch is. I don't really agree with the box, the way it's lined up anyway, so.
He threw it right to the catcher's glove. 2-2. That one left over the plate, but it's popped up into left field. Late coming on, and he makes the catch. And that will do it for the bottom of the 6th. What a job by Brooks Hall. 2-0 Dominican after 6. dips back into its bullpen and brings out a left-hander, Liarvis Brito. He'll replace Anthony Vizcaya. We head to the top of the 7th. Switch hitting catcher Francisco Mejia will flip over to the other side of the plate to lead things off. 2-0 Dominican Republic over Venezuela in this, the first of 2 semifinal games today at the Caribbean Series.
Yeah, low strike. What happened?
Robert Nunez loosening things up a little bit, at least for that pitch. Pitch from Brito in the dirt. 1-1.
Yeah, Brito, 2/3 of an inning during this series. Clean baseball.
Mejia 0 for 2 in this game, which is a bit of a story unto itself. Nice play at first base by Ravello, diving stop, and now he's 0 for 3. Mejia came into the game 4 for 5 in the series.
Yeah, real nice job by Ravello. He's playing off the line. You see how far he is away from first base. A little inside out. This could have been trouble, another leadoff double, but instead, it's an out. Nice play.
Mejia pretty much did all the damage the first time these two teams met back on Friday afternoon. First pitch, a strike to Jose Marmoleos. In that game, he had a single, double, and triple, but 0 for 3 is Mejia today. Marmoleos 0 for 2, just 1 for 9 in the series. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, that's a nasty slider. Late break.
That one miss, 1-2. Marmoleos had an incredible 2021 with Tacoma, where he hit .360, 23 homers, 71 RBIs in just 72 games at AAA. Those are some gaudy numbers. He got called up for only 2 weeks that year. Just goes to show it's kind of hard to get noticed. You can have great numbers and so hard to crack the majors.
Get a little taste, and not that it's easy to get there. Easier to get there, harder to stay.
Struck him out on the nice pitch by the left-hander Brito. Look back at last night and the no-hitter shown by, or thrown. Jesus Vargas, some of the highlights from that one.
Yeah, did a real nice job. Had a good fastball, moved it in and out, and a real good slider down and away, especially to the righties. A very inexperienced Japanese team. Here's Vargas. I don't even think he realized when the game ended that the game was over. He was like, oh, okay, 10-0. There's a 10-run mercy rule, and that's what happened last night. That's why it was an 8-inning no-hitter.
Adames with a lazy fly ball to center field. Hernandez makes the catch, and a quick inning for the reliever. To the bottom of the 7th, still 2-0.
Yeah, Colome, his third appearance of the series. You see the 2 innings. He's 1-0. Got the win on Friday when he faced Venezuela, where the DR scored those 2 runs in the 7th. But Brooks Hall, outstanding job. 6 innings, 3 hits. Did not give up a run. Only walked 1 and struck out 3 through 82 pitches. Tremendous effort.
It certainly was. Let's see if Colome can continue to hold Venezuela down. First pitch.
It was a strike last inning.
Yeah, it was. 1-0. Colome, despite the struggles of the Dominican bullpen yesterday, did pitch a scoreless inning. The Dominican Republic blew a 7-3 lead and lost to Puerto Rico 10-7, but don't blame Colome. He pitched a scoreless 6th. The count to Jose Rondon, who's been robbed twice in left field by Junior Lake. They won't be having dinner after the game. He ran 1 down all the way to the wall back in the 4th. That one missed 2. 3-0. It's not like Colome's been erratic. Got to throw it right down the middle, it seems. Strike 1.
Well, 3-0 is usually a give me anyway. Just get it close.
Rondon now 2 for 18 in the series, but deserves a better fate. Certainly in this game. 3-1 pitch. Walked him. Lead-off walk for Venezuela, and that will bring the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th in the person of Danry Vasquez, a guy who has power. He has a home run in this series.
Well, 2nd inning in a row that Venezuela's got that leadoff man aboard. And they have not been able to capitalize. I mean, they haven't had a whole lot of opportunities, but when they have had some runners in scoring position, they have done nothing with it.
Squares his own a bunt, takes it. Low for ball 1. Vasquez 5 for 19 in the series, 4 RBIs, has scored a couple of runs. Colome, you might recognize his name, was an outstanding closer for a while, especially in Tampa Bay. The 1-0. Just missed. 2-0.
I'm sorry, that's not even close to being a ball. I mean, I know he's been consistent. Nunez has behind the plate. You know, I know they have it down on that strike zone, but that's a strike. They're going to go out and settle him down a little bit, and that's just the way the strike zone has been throughout the game. Not giving anything down, not giving the corners very often either. It's basically right down the middle of the plate.
Alex Concepcion, the pitching coach, out there to try to settle him down because Colome was visibly upset after that pitch. He's getting awfully frustrated. I'd imagine so is Albert Pujols in the dugout. He has a pretty even temperament. You don't want to make a mistake to Vasquez because he can tie the game with 1 swing of the bat. Here's a 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Seemed like he was taking all the way. Kind of stuck his bat out, but he wasn't really
you need
trying
base
to bunt.
runners, you know, unless you're comfortable hitting when you're ahead of the count as a hitter. It's 2-0, 3-0. Some hitters aren't. You're just going to take a strike. You need base runners anyway if you're Venezuela.
The 2-1. Hit sharply through the hole. Base hit, right field. Rondon moves up to third. And Venezuela's got something going. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, the umpire makes you elevate the ball, and that's what happened. An elevated fastball, nice at bat from Vasquez. Took the 2-0 pitch down the middle, and then he gets a pitch to hit. Nice job by Rondon, first to third.
And now Colomé has to face a very tough hitter in Hernan Perez. First and third, nobody out. Ground ball, just foul.
Now you wonder if Vasquez can get a jump over there. Colomé, first and third situations, a lot of times the catchers don't like to throw down, even with nobody out. Yes, you have to be sure that you're able to steal that bag, but Mejia goes down on one knee. And when you're down on one knee, you have to be really quick to get back up to make a good throw down the second if you're going to go that way.
Vasquez has a couple of steals in this Caribbean Series, 2 exactly. Let's see if they send him in this big spot. Checks him back.
Colomé, a former closer in the big leagues, and a lot of times closers do not hold runners on well.
In fact, Colomé led the majors with 47 saves back in 2017. The DR has a guy with experience out there in this big spot. The 0-1 squares the bunt, gets it down right in front of the mound. Colomé flips home, play at the plate, he's saved. Throw down to second, he's saved. 2-1. Venezuela finally gets on the board on a surprise bunt from Hernan Perez.
Yeah, that's a huge surprise right there, and it was a squeeze play. That wasn't a great bunt. Let's see, it couldn't even have been a safety squeeze. It was safety squeeze. There you see the runner going from third. It was just a bad toss by Colomé. The bunt right back to the pitcher. All you have to do is make a good feed. You're going to get that runner at home, but because that run or that feed was more towards the first base side, Rondon was able to get in there.
And no outs recorded on the play, so still 2 aboard for Venezuela, first and second with nobody out. Are they going to take a look at this? I think they are.
I think they're probably going to take a look at the play at second. If they take a look at anything, I don't know what they're looking for at home. I mean, he was clearly safe at home. I mean, maybe they could probably challenge both if they wanted. Mejia wound up throwing. Now this.
Well, you might have missed the plate.
Now, yeah, you could have a good point there. Did he get the plate or hit the plate with the front foot? Looks like a swing and a miss right there.
Yeah, but the one at the plate on that previous angle, it's hard to tell whether he touched it. He was kind of like bouncing towards home as he slid.
Did that foot hit the plate when he slid through? Unless they're trying to appeal this. This looks like a swing and a miss.
I agree with that. I'd love to see the play at home again. Here it is.
Let's see if that front foot hits the base. I think he might be right. I don't think he does. I think it hit the dirt right before the bag, right before home plate, bounced up. And I think Mejia might have got him.
We could use an angle from the other side. Don't know if we have one.
That last angle, you could see the front foot, the lead foot, hit the dirt, pop up, go over the bag.
Yeah.
Did any part of him hit home plate before Mejia made the tag?
Sure was difficult to see from that angle. I'm not sure how many more looks we have at it. We understand the umpires are seeing the same pictures we are.
I mean, if they're challenging both, I think the second, there you go right here. Watch that front foot. As soon as it hits the dirt, bounce up.
Pops up in the air.
Over home plate. Did any part of that body hit home plate talking about he might get a good angle right here. The front foot does not hit home plate, in my opinion. That's tough as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will be a good angle.
The foot does not hit it, but does the body hit it? Now that front foot hits.
It's in the air.
Bounces up. There you see that the foot, I don't think the foot touched the plate.
But it's hard to see
the body,
yeah, the body did. I don't know if we're going to have enough to overturn this.
Yeah, you could be right.
I agree with you about that front foot. See, it hits short and then over, but maybe that left calf hit the plate before the tag.
Yeah, the calf, the knee.
Rondon easily beat the throw. It's just was an awkward slide that might have cost Venezuela here. Yeah, that front foot missed. You can see it right there, but does that leg cross before he's tagged? That's the question. And well worth the challenge. Good job by Albert Pujols and the coaching staff for the Dominican Republic to take a look at that one, because the throw had him beat, or the throw did not have him beat.
Right.
It's a slide that was the factor here. The call stands.
Yeah, it was a good challenge because you could easily see that front foot miss the plate, but it's the idea that the body get all over the plate before the tag.
And now here comes Albert Pujols to speak with Colome. Often you see the manager come out to make a pitching change, and that's what he's going to do. Second mound visit of the inning. And the Dominican Republic will bring on a new pitcher when we come back to Mexicali. This game's getting tight. 2-1, bottom of the seventh.
So we're down 34-0. Winning will be tough. That's why I brought in the ease specialist.
Right. Geico makes car insurance easy with the
Diogenes Almengo on the mound for the Dominican Republic to try to hold down Venezuela. 2 on and only no men out here in this bottom of the seventh.
Well, Albert Pujols not only changed pitchers here, but you go over a meeting on the mound. You have first and second, nobody out. You got to expect a sacrifice by Venezuela. You have the 8-hole hitter Sanchez, a good bunter. And you have to be aware of your third baseman, Gutierrez. Also the pitcher, Almengo. Almengo, as soon as you release the ball, your job is you got straight in towards the third baseline. Because if it's not bunted that hard, you might have a play at third. If you're the hitter, you're wanting to bunt the ball as hard as you can down the third baseline. Make the third baseman field it to be able to move those runners up. You don't want the third baseman to go back to the bag to be able to have a play there. You want to make him field the ball. That way there's no play at third.
Ali Sanchez, the Venezuela catcher, will be the batter. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of the seventh of a 2-1 game. He does square to bunt, pops it up. It goes all the way back to the screen.
Yeah, poor bunt. You can't stab at it. I mean, that ball, you go down with the pitch, up and down with the pitch, with the bat, with the body. You do not move that bat. Once that bat handle goes up above the barrel, you're just going to pop it up.
Almengo shakes off his catcher, calling for a high pitch here. Gets the bunt down. They have a play at third, and they get it. Back to first. Double play. What a big play by the Dominican Republic. Pitcher to third, to first, 2 outs on the bunt attempt.
Yeah, very poor bunt. Watch how hard this is hit. Back to the pitcher's mound, but a nice job by Navarro, the first baseman, cutting that off. Easy play at third. Sanchez does not run well. This is a very poor bunt. You have to bunt it down the third baseline. And because Sanchez doesn't run well, it's an easy double play. Or it's close, but it's an easy double play for the DR.
So now 2 out and a runner on second in the bottom of the 7th. What a play. Navarro did cut in front of Almengo to make the play. The pitcher might have been able to do it himself. It was hit so hard right back to him, but a heads-up play by the first baseman, you'd figure is a better fielder, better thrower. And he took charge.
And his angle and the way he's moving towards that ball, right-handed fielder just fields with his left hand and then throws with his right hand over to third. He's got an easier play.
Now it's Eduardo Garcia. Takes a strike, 0-2.
You get the out at third if the pitcher fields it, but you probably are not turning 2 only because the pitcher has to turn his body. Takes a little time. Heck of a play from the DR.
Garcia had a double in his first at-bat, struck out in the 5th. He's trying to salvage things for Venezuela. It looked like it was going to be a huge inning before that bunt double play. The 0-2. Right down the heart. Struck him out. Almengo is pumped, and so is the Dominican Republic bench. Somehow they get out of the jam. The DR 2, Venezuela 1 after 7.
Pet owners know the struggle. Your best bud can
Reno Racho. But how about the job done by his counterpart? Almengo did a Houdini act to get out of that jam, courtesy of a bunt double play off the bat of Ali Sanchez. Now it's Gustavo Nunez to lead things off for the Dominican Republic. Swings at the first pitch, strike one.
Yeah, the fundamentals of the game, you look at when they implemented the new rules in the major leagues as far as trying to increase offense, increase the base stealing, and they have. I mean, with the pitch count, the pitch clock, the times that you step out, the disengagements from a pitcher, it gave the advantage to a base stealer. And you saw a little more, I don't know what the numbers are, but in my opinion, you saw a little more sacrificing last year as far as getting runners over and utilizing the bunt. There for a while, the bunt was lost art. You know, analytics said, oh, let's not give out. And giving out, we'd rather have the guy put the ball in play and see what happens. But I always loved the bunt because especially in late innings, and that's a perfect example. You have first and second, nobody out. In the seventh inning, you're trying to tie the score or go ahead, and you're at the bottom of the lineup. You need guys to be able to sacrifice, and you have to have guys that be able to know how to bunt. And Sanchez, the poor effort in the first pitch and then the hard bunt back, that was a double play, a huge play from the DR. Just the fundamentals of the game are lost.
Nunez hits one high and deep down the right field line. It bounces off the wall for extra bases. A leadoff double for the Dominican Republic off the bat of Gustavo Nunez.
Well, it's a great start for the DR. This is a fastball inside. He just ropes it down the right field side. You see the left fielder, Amarista, he was playing, or the right fielder rather, Amarista playing into right center field. Had a long way to run for that. Another hitter, another leadoff man on second. Not a whole lot's been done on either side with some leadoff hitters. Let's see if they can get something done, get that run back.
Top of the order for Junior Lake. He squares the bunt. Much better one than the previous inning. Hernan Perez throws down to first, gets the out. Runner moves up to third. Well executed bunt that time by Lake. Nice play by Hernan Perez.
Exactly, and that's what you want to do. You know, it's an off-speed pitch, a little bit easier to bunt. You watch how Lake, and even wasn't a great square, but it was a late square, so he didn't want to give it away right away, but that's exactly what you want to do. Make the third baseman field the ball. And in that way, it makes it easier for the runner at second to be able to be moved over. It's great execution right there. Now the infield will be coming in to try to take and cut that run off at home.
And a huge insurance run over there at third for Burrito, who's 3 for 3. 3 singles in this game. He is 9 for 20 in this series. Left the 1-0 high, 2-0. Burrito is a patient hitter. He has a couple of walks in this series. Hit hard, but foul.
With one out, you wonder if the DR will go on contact. Nunez over there in third. They usually do with one out.
Burrito hits it in the air to left. Is it deep enough? Nunez has some speed. He'll go for the plate and dive, and he's safe. 3-1, Dominican Republic. Sacrifice fly for Burrito. But a great hustling play by Nunez, a dive across to score the run.
Well, it's a great way to manufacture a run, and that's exactly what you want to do. You get the leadoff double, you bunt him over to third, and then you hit the ball in the air. Maybe a little closer to home plate, you might have had a chance. It was a little up the line, up the first base line. It allowed Nunez to get in there, but a great manufactured run for the DR.
And a huge insurance run for Albert Pujols' team. Gives a high five to Brito on his way off the field.
Well, you just get that run back that you gave Venezuela in the bottom of the 7th.
First pitch strike to Kelvin Gutierrez. 385 in the series. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Late arriving crowd in Mexicali. This place is pretty full right now for the final innings of this one. The home country team will play later on tonight. Mexico taking on Puerto Rico. 7 o'clock start in Mexicali. Strike 3 called. So Bracho gets out of the inning, but not before the Dominican Republic adds a huge insurance run. It's a DR 3, Venezuela 1. Back to Mexicali after this.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yes, it keeps my info safe, even at this shady.
And they go to Fernando Abad here in the 8th inning.
Well, Abad making his 2nd appearance of the series. Some big league experience by Fernando.
They'll have to face the top of the order. And Ildemaro Vargas to lead things off for Venezuela. Getting tense for Henry Blanco in the Venezuela dugout. Vargas wanted to look at a pitch, and he looks at a strike. Vargas doubled his last time up in the 6th, but was left stranded there. The 0-1. Another strike, 0-2.
Seems like the lefties are getting a low strike, and the righties have no chance of getting that strike down there.
It's been a perplexing afternoon as far as the strike zone is concerned. The 0-2 from Abad. Hit hard, right field, drops in, base hit. So for the second time in a row, Vargas gets aboard to lead off an inning.
And the third inning in a row that Venezuela's had the leadoff runner on. Oh, nice piece of hitting as well. And this is a fastball, and Abad stayed away on the first 2 pitches. 0-2 fastball, maybe up a little bit more than he'd like. Nice job by Vargas hitting in the right field.
Abad's another one of those veterans, 39 years old. This is a nice bunt down toward third. Gutierrez can't make the play. Venezuela has 2 aboard and nobody out once again here in the 8th inning.
Well, Gutierrez, the third baseman, he's playing deep, not expecting the bunt. Up by 2. This is a really nice bunt by Hernandez. He sees Gutierrez. You see that he was way behind the bag, and he would have had to make an outstanding barehanded play. See how far deep he was at third base, just could not handle the ball. I think it would have been a close play, if not Hernandez beating this out if he does make that throw.
Now it's Alexi Amarista. Probably the last guy you want to see at the plate if you're the Dominican Republic in this spot. He takes a strike. Amarista 0 for 2 today with a walk. Abad takes a long look at the sign, and now Amarista steps out. Could we see another bunt in this spot?
I don't think you're bunting with a 3-hole hitter, the 3, 4, 5. I think these next 3 hitters, Amarista, Ravello, and Rondon, maybe Rondon if it gets to that point, but I don't think you're bunting with your 3-hole hitter.
The 0-1. Just missed, 1-1.
He had the big home run last night, the walk-off in the 8th. You're hoping that Amarista can do something with his baseball. Runs well, so might have a chance to beat out a double play and at least maybe get a runner over to third.
There's a base hit through the hole into left field. They're going to hold the runner at third. But Venezuela has the bases loaded and nobody out.
Pitch down and away, and nice job of going the other way. Outstanding at-bats this inning by Venezuela. Vargas gets a pitch on the outside part of the plate, takes it to right field, does not try to pull it. Good heads-up bunt by Hernandez, seeing Gutierrez back behind third. And Amarista going the other way as well, not trying to roll over on it, hitting it where it's pitched.
Bases loaded, nobody out for the cleanup hitter, Rangel Ravello. I guess it was low, ball 1.
Well, the DR is going to give up a run. The middle infielder should be playing back for the double play. The runners at the corners, or the infielders at the corners, third base and first base, probably will play even with the bag because they could make that throw to home to get the lead runner.
Ravello lines one, base hit center field. Throw to the plate, not nearly in time.
Well, with nobody out, that was a good job of holding that runner at third. They did score. The base hit went up the middle. No chance of getting or making a play at home. You see the pitch up, out over the middle of the plate. Ravello goes right back up the middle. You're holding Hernandez at third. You're not trying to send him. No sense of making a out at home with nobody out.
This may be it for Abad, although it's the pitching coach, Concepcion, going out to speak with him. You know, the bullpen cost the Dominican Republic in that 10-7 loss to Puerto Rico. They had a 7-3 lead and could not hold on.
And this is tough if you're Albert Pujols, seeing this 2 days in a row, and it's really nothing you can do. You're putting guys in situations that you hope and expect to have success in with those guys coming out of the bullpen. All you can do is sit and watch. And if you're Abad, you have to mix something else up. The fastball has been hit in this inning. He's been leaving the pitch up. You might have to go to either a change up or a breaking ball.
He's allowed 4 straight hits. Rondon takes strike 1.
Now there's that first pitch changeup. It's almost you go and pitch backwards, off speed and then fastball, off speed early, fastball late.
Hop foul, 0-2. How big would a strikeout be here if you're a Dominican Republic supporter?
Well, it'd be huge. You see Abad, that fastball was supposed to be away. He just overthrew that one. It was up. It was still effective. But Mejia, the catcher, he was setting up on the outside part of the plate.
Abad has his sign, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field. Should be deep enough to tie this game. Catch made out there, and the throw will not be in time. Throw to third. They get the out there. The game is tied, but a big out there at third base and a double play. But we're tied 3-3. Henry Blanco says, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I just can't believe. You look at Amarisa at second. He should have easily made it to third. I don't know what he was doing, hesitating right there, and then going at the last minute. That's an easy tag from second base when it's that deep, and the center fielder is just trying to get the ball back into the infield. Another big base running mistake from Venezuela. I don't know what Henry Blanco is going out there and talking to the umpires, but they're going to get together looking at something.
So as it stands, it's a double play, sac fly and out at third. So there'd be 2 outs in the inning.
Well, they're going to go over and take a look. I don't know if there was some sort of interference call. I just didn't see it. It looked like Amarista was going back to tag. It should have been easily a man on third. He should have made it easily on that tag up with the center fielder as deep as he was, Brito. Now you watch this. I don't know if they're challenging the play there. He's out.
Sure does look like it, unless they're saying
that maybe Gutierrez, a little obstruction there. You see the foot. Now, if they're playing now, see there, the foot is in front of the bag. So that foot cannot be in front of the bag before he catches the ball. If he catches the ball first, then he can put the foot in front of the bag. So right now, I think they're saying it could be obstruction. Now, you look at this, when he catches the ball, he's okay. I don't see an obstruction call right here, but that's probably what Henry Blanco is out there arguing with. I don't see how he doesn't get the third anyway and why he didn't tag up right away. But I think it's the obstruction call right there. But if it is, it shouldn't be reviewable. Obstruction is not reviewable.
Okay. Certainly was tagged out before touching the bag.
I mean, this is a judgment. This is a call on the field. An obstruction call, I could be wrong, but I don't think this is reviewable. But he catches the ball plenty of time, and then he can put that foot down by the bag. And he's already caught it, and then he moves that foot in. Plus, Amarista was about 5 feet away from the bag with the tag.
We're still taking a long look at this. It's a big difference, right? Well, they called him out. The play on the field, or the call on the field, was upheld. So now just a runner on first base and 2 outs.
Well, another base running mistake from Venezuela.
Yeah.
I mean, this should have been a no-brainer as far as being able to tag up. Why he hesitated, Amarista did at second, I have no idea. Shouldn't even been a question or a play at third. This should be first and third with 1 out and a tie score. But I could be mistaken, but I thought that an obstruction, the umpires can get together, but it's not reviewable.
There's a strike to Vasquez. Abad still trying to work his way out of the inning. Ravello, the runner at first base, with 2 down. That missed low, 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. In the dirt, 2-2. Runner goes down to second base. So Ravello moves up on the pitch in the dirt.
Oh, really nothing you can do with something in the dirt. You're keeping it in front of you. Good heads-up play right there. Maybe a little slow from Mejia. Maybe thinking Ravello Ravello at first wasn't going to go.
Now the go-ahead run in scoring position for Vasquez. Another one hit hard, 1 hop, kicked for a moment by the second baseman Adames, but he's able to make the play, and the Dominican Republic gets out of the inning, but not before Venezuela comes back to tie this game. 3-3 as we go to the 9th.
I've shaved every day for 20 years. It's my morning routine, and it gets me ready for my day. But at over $4 a blade, shaving every day gets expensive. Then my barber told me about
7:25. Beautiful view of this ballpark in Mexicali as we go to the 9th inning. And a new pitcher on the mound for Venezuela, Arnaldo Hernandez, making his 3rd appearance.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job. Hasn't given up a run in 2 innings. The hit, not a walk with 1 strikeout. And Doug, I did look up. The obstruction rule was put in last year, first year, and it is a non-reviewable play, and it's still a non-reviewable play. So it should not have been reviewed if that's what Venezuela and Henry Blanco wanted to have that checked.
Not a reviewable play and not a good play either.
No.
I'm not sure why he got caught. Robinson Cano to lead things off in the 9th. Flies to center field. Hernandez is there to make a catch, and there's 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Because that was a big base running blunder.
It's huge. You know, Venezuela has been doing this all game. They've had opportunities, and they've made some really bad base running mistakes and really poor fundamentals. They've had opportunities to not open up this game, but to take the lead. And they probably should feel fortunate that it's tied 3-3. And DR fortunate that it's not even more on the Venezuelan side and finding themselves behind.
One 1-0. Yamiko Navarro, the batter. He's got a double and 3 at-bats. Foul that back, 1-1. It's been kind of a sloppy game, but kind of exciting at the same time. We got a tie game here in the 9th.
Right. You're right, sloppy on both sides.
A game full of missed opportunities.
You had a real good start from Hall, and that goes for naught. 6 shutout innings.
The 1-1 to Navarro. Ducks out of the way, and it's a strike.
Well, a curveball. A little buckler right there, knee buckler.
For the 2nd consecutive game, Albert Pujols' bullpen let him down, blowing a save. Navarro rips it, but it's well foul. Yesterday, the DR had a 7-3 lead, couldn't hold on. Today, a 3-1 lead, and cannot hold on. In the dirt, 2-2. You have to wonder if it's a mistake that's going to cost somebody the semifinal game. One thing we do know is there's going to be some drama. 3-3, top of the 9th, semifinals of the Caribbean Series 2025. 2-2. Popped him up. Shallow right center field. Vargas makes the catch. 2 away. Now it's Francisco Mejia. 0 for 3 today, but was 4 for 5 coming in. He's got a double and a triple in his Caribbean Series, both coming against Venezuela. Wrap foul, 0-1. We're in the semifinals of the Caribbean Series. The winner here goes on to Friday night's finals. Later tonight, it's Mexico against Puerto Rico. Check the swing, 1-1.
Yeah, he did. I thought he might have gone around.
One of the toughest calls to make in baseball. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Arnaldo Hernandez wiping his hand on the dirt there, trying to dry it out, I guess. It is warm out there. Doesn't have a good grip. Two one to Mejia. Fouled off, 2-2. He's got some pop. He can give the DR the lead with one swing. Certainly has extra base power. It's coming down to the bullpens in this semifinal. The 2-2 from Arnaldo Hernandez strikes him out. We go to the bottom of the ninth, and Venezuela will have a chance to pull this one out coming from behind. Back to Mexicali in the bottom of the ninth after this.
From starting strong
Series 2025. Ulysses Joaquin on to pitch for the Dominican Republic in this tie game, and Hernan Perez will lead things off for Venezuela. Perez hits one high and deep, left center field. Caught! Junior Lake, the running catch in the gap, one away.
First pitch fastball, I thought it might have had a chance. There's been some balls that would hit to the wall. I thought this might have had a chance to get at least off the wall. You see how far Lake is. He runs, makes a great running catch. About 3 steps to the wall. Maybe a little bit more.
Strike one to Ali Sanchez. as we catch our breath. Thought we might have had a walk-off there. 0-2 now to Sanchez. Bunted into a double play his last at-bat. That cost Venezuela a big inning, but they're able to score 2 more in the 8th after getting 1 in the 7th. The winner going on to the finals. The loser will play in the 3rd place game, and that would be tomorrow night. 0-2 pitch. Missed outside, 1-2. Swung on, hit hard, left field, off the wall. Sanchez digging for 2. He slides in with a double.
A hanging breaking ball from Joaquin. I thought this might have a chance as well. Lake, he played this really nicely off of this wall. Hit about halfway up. Nice job by Lake getting this ball back. Maybe thinking he might have a play at second. See where this hits, about halfway up of that left field wall. You wonder, does Venezuela go with a pinch runner here?
They have. Sanchez out of the game. Garcia, the batter, takes a strike. That's Cesar Torres, pinch running at second base. Pitch to Garcia, outside 1-1. Venezuela can walk it off with a base hit and reach the final. It's up to Garcia, who's 1 for 3, a double and 2 strikeouts. Just high, 2-1.
Torres has some speed there at second. Anything that's hit in the outfield for a base hit, they're going to be aggressive and send them and make the DR make a play at home.
The 2-1 pitch to Garcia, swung on and missed, 2-2.
Maybe a little too aggressive there by Garcia. Joaquin doesn't seem like he has a great feel for that breaking ball. I think you have to look cutter or something hard from Joaquin.
The 2-2. Just missed outside, full count.
Well, you have first base open as well, so it's not a bad thing if you walk him. You don't want to give him anything to hit here. Even though Vargas runs well, he'll be the next hitter. You still set up the double play.
The 3-2. Swung on, fouled away. We'll do it again.
Yeah, another breaking ball. That slider up. Didn't have a lot of bite to it. It was hittable.
Vargas, the on-deck hitter, is 2 for 4 in the game with a single and a double. The 3-2 to Garcia. Swung on, fouled back. We've got drama in the semifinals of the Caribbean Series. A 3-3 game, bottom of the 9th. Just 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Pitch to Garcia. Ball 4.
And like I said, not a bad walk. You didn't want to give him anything to hit, but if you're on the on-deck circle and you're Vargas, you're watching Joaquin, and you're pretty much saying, hey, he doesn't have his breaking ball. I can adjust to that. He doesn't have the bite on it. I got to look something hard, and I can foul off the soft stuff.
Ildemaro Vargas, Major League veteran. Big spot here in the Caribbean Series. Just missed 1-0. Is Turris at second. Garcia at first. 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the hole. Nice play by Adames. He's going to get the out at first, but the runners are going to move up to second and third now with 2 away. The winning run of the semifinal now standing 90 feet away. Gorkis Hernandez is the batter. Second and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. Chop foul. You have Alexi Amarista on deck, so you'd think they'd want to go after this guy right here. First base is open.
Yeah, righty on righty.
The 0-1. This is 1-1. A trip to the finals on the line. The DR had a 3-1 lead. Venezuela rallying back to tie it. Pitch down low, 2-1. That Venezuela bench ready to explode. Ulysses Joaquin, the guy Dominican fans looking to get their team out of this jam. 2-1 pitch to Hernandez. Fouled back. Had a high fastball. 2-2. Henry Blanco encouraging Hernandez. That was a pretty good pitch to hit.
Yeah, it was a little up, but you're looking hard anyway. The breaking ball hasn't been there for Joaquin. It's an easy pitch to either foul off or get a piece with. I think you look fastball.
The 2-2. Swung on. Grounded to third. Gutierrez pulls Navarro off the bag, but he keeps a toe on it. Out made there. Dominican Republic out of the inning. We will play extras for the first time in this Caribbean Series. 3-3 as we go to the 10th.
They'll be playing for new teams in 2020.
First of the two semifinals at the Caribbean Series 2025, 67th edition of this tremendous event. And to start things off, we have a runner on second base, Francisco Mejia, the ghost runner. Liberato will lead things off for the Dominican Republic. He was a defensive replacement for Jose Marmolejos. Arnaldo Hernandez still out there for Venezuela. Mejia, catcher, has some speed out at second base. He made the last out of the previous inning. Pitch to Liberato, squares the bunt, brings it back. You like that idea?
Yeah, I mean, you have a hard thrower on the mound. You might have a little harder time trying to pull him. Might be a little bit easier to try to get something down and sacrifice, move the runner over.
Liberato 4 for 14 in the series. Takes a strike. He doesn't like the call. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think that ball was up. I mean, you don't. If you look at in the major leagues, what they do in this situation, you don't see the top half team bunt in extra innings with the place runner. Now, if you don't score, you might see Venezuela do it, but usually you don't see it in the top half of the inning.
The 1-1 to Luis Liberato. Squares the bunt again, gets it down, third base line. Hernan Perez makes the play, but the runner Mejia able to move up to third base. So the go-ahead run 90 feet away. And Christian Adames will be the hitter.
The thing that I'm questioning here, you're throwing a breaking ball, so it's a lot easier to bunt. He's got some velocity with the fastball. If you elevate the fastball, you sometimes get that sacrifice bunt put in the air. Instead, you helped him out with the breaking ball, made it a little bit easier to bunt that ball over to third. Now the infield will come in.
Adames 0 for 3. Chops that one foul.
One out, I imagine Mejia will go on contact.
Adames struck out looking in the second, was robbed by Hernandez in center in the fourth, and flew out to center also in the seventh. Hits one in the air. Left center field. Should be deep enough. Rondon goes back to make the catch. He will not have a play as Mejia is able to trot home from third with the go-ahead run. 4-3 Dominican Republic on the sac fly by Adames.
Again, the Dominican Republic did a nice job manufacturing that run. They've done that a few times in this game. Bunting the runner over to third and a sac fly. Curveball off of the pitcher, a little bit easier to hit into the outfield. Outstanding job by the DR.
Gustavo Nunez at the plate now. The Dominican Republic up 4-3. Looking ahead to the bottom half of the inning, Venezuela will have its 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Amarista, Ravello, and Rondon set to come up. So this game is far from over. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Can't really blame Hernandez here. He's pitched well. Sacrifice bunt and a fly ball. He came in the last inning to close the door. There's a line drive toward the gap in left center. Will drop in for a base hit. Played out there easily by Rondon, and it is a single for Gustavo Nunez, and he is 3 for 4 in this game.
Yeah, another breaking ball. Hernandez has a really good fastball, and everything that's been hit in this inning has been off of that breaking ball, even the sacrifice bunt. Now with Nunez, you have some speed. You have 2 outs. That second run in extras is so important. You'd love to try to get into scoring position.
He sure does have the speed to do it. Let's see if Albert Pujols decides to send him. The Dominican manager in his first Caribbean series. Won his first 2 games. Lost the last 2. Trying to snap that with a victory here and a trip to the finals. Junior Lake will be the batter. Oh for 3 and a sacrifice bunt. Pitch. Missed outside, 1-0. A dangerous hitter. He has a 3-run homer in the series. Another Dominican player with major league experience. They check Nunez back to first. Action in the Venezuela bullpen.
Henry Sosa. Hernandez is a big guy. Throws a lot of off speed. Probably not going to groove a fastball. Might be a good opportunity to steal base.
Not that time. Lake swings through it.
Yeah, that wasn't a fastball. That was a changeup. His fastball's about 93, 94.
Nunez, the lead off first. 4-3, Dominican in front. Pitch to Lake. Fouled away, 1-2. We haven't seen Nunez go with a pitch just yet on this at-bat.
Yeah, a couple things. If Nunez winds up stealing, I mean, he gets in scoring position, obviously. But if he gets thrown out, he's the place runner. If the DR winds up, or Venezuela winds up tying this game in the end of the 10th. So you would love to have him on base either way, or on second either way.
Pitch is low, runner going. He's safe without a throw. So Nunez in scoring position for that all-important second run in extra innings.
Well, Arcia, the catcher, that big breaking ball, and Nunez running well, no chance.
2-2 pitch to Junior Lake. Wrapped hard, just foul down the third base line. Couldn't hit it much harder. Great look at Henry Blanco, the Venezuelan manager. Longtime major league catcher, coach now in the major leagues. Getting his team to the semifinals after an 0-2 start at the Caribbean Series. The 2-2 to Lake. Swung at ball 3, fouled it off. It remains 2-2. Don't forget, later on tonight, 10 o'clock start, Mexico and Puerto Rico. 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 o'clock in Mexicali. 2-2. Struck him out. High heat. Lake goes down swinging, but the Dominican Republic takes a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 10th at the Caribbean Series.
I'm tired of overpaying for a close shave.
With Harry's, I don't have to. Harry's offers 5-blade closeness and comfort.
And refills cost as low as $2 each, half of what I paid before. Go to harrys.com/TV to claim your $5 trial.
Tired of lugging around that heavy vacuum? Sick of sweeping dirty floors? Fed up with
the Dominican Republic and Venezuela. Alexi Amarista to lead things off. Gorkis Hernandez is the automatic runner at second base. Ulysses Joaquin back on the mound for the DR.
And this is a situation that you normally would sacrifice, but I don't think you're doing it with a 3-hole hitter in Amarista.
Did not show bunt. Takes a pitch down low for ball 1. The cleanup hitter, Ronhel Ravello, is on deck. Hernandez, a good runner at second, representing the tying run. Low strike called there, 1-1.
Well, last inning, Joaquin had a really hard time with that breaking ball, the command of the slider. The fastball was there, the slider was not.
That missed outside, 2-1. Amarista had the big home run last night to give his pitcher Jesus Vargas a no-hitter. 2-1, popped up. Straightaway center field, not deep. Liberato makes the catch. A non-productive out. 1 away, and the runner stays put at second base.
Yeah, and Amarista swung at a bad pitch. It was a 2-1 count, and that was ball 3.
So now it's Ronhel Ravello. 2 hits today, couple of singles in 4 at-bats. Had a couple of RBIs coming into this game. Takes a pitch high, ball 1. Well, Venezuela had the guys up they wanted this inning. Joaquin able to get Amarista for the first out. Now he has to deal with Ravello. Hit hard. Left field. That's a base hit. Lake cuts it off. The run is going to score. We have a tie game. Good play by Lake, though, to keep Ravello to a single. But we're all knotted up at 4.
The breaking ball again got Joaquin. That slider, he has not been able to command it. It's just been rolling up there. It hasn't been sharp, didn't have a lot of bite to it. You look at this, it's just a cement mixer out over the middle of the plate. He keeps trying to find that pitch. Nice play by Lake, getting that ball in, keeping Ravello at first. But poor pitch by Joaquin.
So we're all even again at 4. If you're just joining us, Venezuela was down 3-1 going into the 8th inning, tied it up, and now they've come back for a second time after trailing 4-3. We have a pinch runner for Venezuela as Ravello's out of the game. Rondon, the batter. Still just 1 out, fouled away. I believe that's Jackson Flores, the pinch runner. It is. He has a couple of steals already in this Caribbean series as a pinch runner.
They're not put in there to hang around first.
Oh, don't be surprised if he goes. This guy could fly. 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. Rondon is 0 for 2, a walk and a sac fly. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times out to left, where Junior Lake has robbed him twice. This time he pops it up. Shallow left. Who's going to get it? Lake calling him off, coming in and making the catch. 2 down. Got a little tricky for a moment there.
Yeah, Lake's made some really nice plays in left field. Some nice running catches. That one, great job. And great job by the shortstop, Nunez, getting out of the way. It looks like we might have a pinch hitter, right?
No, this is Vasquez. He'll hit for himself. Donry Vasquez takes it outside, ball 1.
Oh, maybe that was Rondon. A little frustrated, walking across the diamond and in the dugout.
Yeah, it took him a little time to get back there. Two out, a man aboard for Vasquez, who has a home run in this series. Hits this one hard, but right at the second baseman, Adames. Easy play to first, and we'll go on to the 11th. 4-4 our score at the semifinals of the Caribbean Series.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer in this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car, home,
both.
RV coverage.
Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him up there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I going to feel this?
on the mound to start things off here in the top of the 11th inning. The Dominican Republic with 2, 3, and 4 in the order coming up, led off by Socrates Brito. Junior Lake is the automatic runner at second base as we get set to start the 11th. Brito had enough of that. Scherf stood there like a statue for about 10 seconds.
Well, they did the last inning. They're just seeing if the DR is going to sacrifice here. And usually when the pitcher waits, that's what you're supposed to do to see if they turn around and give themselves away right away with the place runner Lake at second.
Brito did not bite. Swung on and missed, strike one. Brito is 3 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. 9 for 20 in the series. It does not appear that Albert Pujols will take the bat out of his hand in this spot. The 0-1. Hit hard, left field. It bounces down the line and all the way to the wall. Junior Lake scores. And the Dominican Republic has the lead again at 5-4 as Brito ends up on second base with a stand-up double.
Well, Albert Pujols just trusted Brito, a left-handed hitter, that he was going to be able to pull the ball and get the runner over. Instead, he gets a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and he just goes the other way with it. Smokes it down the left field line. Rondon, the left fielder, playing in. This is an easy double and an easy run for the DR.
Also very important, Brito's in scoring position for that second run. The bunt is fair, or is it foul? I think they just ruled it foul. It's hard to pick up down the third base line. We didn't see the call right away.
Well, that went fair, then foul, and it looked like it was leaking back into fair territory.
So after all that, strike one on the batter.
You watch this. This is a pitch up in the zone. Nice job trying to get on top of that. Watch this try to leak back. It was foul. Hugged that line just a little bit. It's a great angle right here. You watch foul, then back to fair, and then foul.
And that's Flores playing third base over there. He was the pinch runner earlier.
As you see, 0-2. Pujols giving the bunt sign again. There's two poor bunts. That one was a breaking ball. See if Scherf goes with slider away here.
Up high for a ball.
He did square around. Down 0-2.
This is Guzman, who replaced Gutierrez for some defense. Now getting a big at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Big strikeout, 1 away.
Now it's a two-seam fastball, and it just scratches the outside edge. Good pitch.
So he's not able to move up the base runner, which would have been huge. They're going to intentionally walk Robinson Cano. So down to first he goes. They'll take their chances with Navarro, the first baseman.
Well, that second run in extra innings is so important. They weren't going to take their chances with Cano.
So 2 on, 1 out for Navarro. Pitch from Scherf. Swung on and missed. Nice one there. Just dove in the zone.
Yeah, nice changeup. Well, they called a slider. That looked like a change down.
Navarro 1 for 4 with a double. Way back in the 4th inning when the sun was shining here in Mexicali. Day has turned into night as we reach the 11th inning. He tries to get a bunt down, but it's foul.
Well, he had the third baseman Perez playing back, and that was a breaking ball. Moore trying to get that runner over to third. If he gets it down, that's probably a base hit.
Oh, and 2, the count to Navarro. Scherf deals. Navarro has it go off the end of his bat. Slow roller to second base. Out made there. Vargas to Ravello, but the runners do move up with 2 outs. And for Francisco Mejia will be the batter. So Brito now at third, Cano at second. And Mejia, who was the hitting hero in the first meeting between these two teams, the very first game of this tournament, will have a chance to do that again, but no, he won't. I thought he was going to have a chance to do it again, but Henry Blanco says, I'm going to put you on first base. I'm not going to let you beat me twice in one Caribbean series. There's the skipper of Venezuela, center of your screen. And there's Mejia, who was given the base. So now it will be Luis Liberato. Liberato did not start this game, came in as a defensive replacement, and comes up in a huge spot here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Scherf deals, swung on and missed.
Well, it was an interesting choice from Henry Blanco. You load the bases, so obviously there's no room for error for Scherf, but also you're putting a guy with major league time on the base to load him up with Mejia.
Swing and a miss. Also a guy that wore you out the last time you played him. So Liberato in the hole, 0-2. Brito at third. Cano at second. Mejia at first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 11th, a 1-run lead for the Dominican Republic. The pitch from Scherf. Just missed high. He wanted that one. Liberato breathes a sigh of relief. He lives to have another pitch come his way.
Yeah, it was up. Nice job by Liberato. Probably looking for breaking ball. A little surprised that Scherf went to that fastball. Liberato swung over 2 good sliders.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 11th. Venezuela still down only 1. Can Venezuela respond again? Venezuela was down 3-1 in this game, tied at 3-3, fell behind 4-3 in the 10th, tied at 4-4, now down 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. Hernan Perez will lead things off with the automatic runner at second base in Donry Vasquez. Strike one. The new pitcher is Jimmy Cordero. The automatic runner on second base, the placed runner, if you will, is Donry Vasquez. He made the last out of the 10th. Here's Perez. 0-1 pitch to him. Squares the bunt. Gets it down. Play is the third, and not a smart play. Vasquez is safe. Everybody's safe. And now it's first and third with nobody out. Cordero made the wrong choice there.
You watch this bunt, not bunted particularly hard. You see Cordero's a big guy, and Vasquez had a really good jump off his second, and I'm sure they're yelling first, first, first. Really tough play, and it's not a force. You got to tag the runner, so makes it even tougher to go to third. You got to get the out. The play was the first.
Now Albert Pujols out to speak with his pitcher Cordero. Try to settle him down. But the manager, the future Hall of Famer, wanted to deliver that message himself. So now the tying run is on third with nobody out. The winning run on first.
And this is a situation that the corners are going to come in, and your infielders, your shortstop and second baseman are also going to come in. You got to cut that run off at home.
Francisco Arcia, the catcher, will hit his first at bat.
And you also have to have either Nunez or Guzman be close to the bag. That's going to be the second disengagement right there. So Cordero has to be careful and not stepping off, or that's going to be a balk.
The first pitch to Arcia, way outside, 1-0.
And he also has to be careful. He needs to come to a stop. That was pretty close to a balk.
Perez, the guy at first, has some speed. Swing and a miss. He's going to go for a steal and get in there standing up. Another stolen base for Perez.
And almost another base running mistake, and DR might want to look at this. I have no idea why you are not sliding into second. It looks like he may have got in there, but you have to go down. This is not a play where you're standing up.
He made that a lot closer than it should have been. But now the winning run is in scoring position. Nobody out. Bottom of the 11th, semifinal game of Caribbean Series 2025. And we'll have a conference on the mound as Francisco Mejia, the catcher, wanted to come out and have a talk with his pitcher, Jimmy Cordero.
Yeah, he had to make that move. If he would have stayed behind home plate and called timeout, that would have been the third disengagement. That would have been a balk. So he had to come out to the mound.
That's a smart play by the veteran catcher. Arcia came into the game for Ali Sanchez, the starting catcher, after he was pinch run for back in the 9th. Pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. Sometimes you have unlikely heroes in games like this, and Francisco Arcia could be one of them, getting his first at bat in the bottom of the 11th. Jimmy Cordero will work to him. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, line drive, caught by Navarro at first. What a play! Saved the game.
That definitely saved the game, Doug. Oh my goodness, Navarro. I don't know how Arcia hit this ball. This was around his shoe tops.
If that gets past Navarro, 2-run score. We're wrapping things up.
Outstanding play by Navarro over there at first.
Wow. 1 out, 9th hitter. Eduardo Garcia at the plate. Has struck out twice, doubled and walked. Swing and a miss, strike 1. First base open, but they're going right after him. Top of the order, and Ildemaro Vargas would be next.
This is your guy here. You don't put him on to load the bases. Too many things can happen or can go wrong for the DR. You want to get him right here. You got to get.
Swung on and missed, strike 2.
Garcia not handling the fastball. I would climb the ladder again. I would not give him anything off speed. I would not speed up his bat.
Garcia has 2 strikeouts today, 8 for the series. Can Cordero make it 9? The 0-2. He does. Two away.
Well, great sequence right there. You got to realize that Garcia is not catching up with your fastball. You do not speed up his bat with off speed. You climb the ladder a little bit. Outstanding pitch by Cordero.
So now it's Ildemaro Vargas.
Now the infield can go back, normal depth.
You think Albert Pujols is having fun? Big smile over there.
Well, I'm surprised that beard's not a little grayer. They're going to put him on. They're going to load the bases, and rather they want to go after Hernandez than Vargas.
Vargas 2 for 4 in the game. So now it's Hernandez. 1 for 4 with a sacrifice.
Yeah, they want right-hander on right-hander.
Pitch, fouled back. 97 on the gun.
Good heat. Cordero spent some time with the Yankees. He's always had a good fastball.
Can Jimmy Cordero work out of this jam? He got some help on a great defensive play at first by Navarro. A strikeout for the second out. An intentional walk, and now Hernandez up with the bases loaded. The pitch from Cordero. Line drive, a little looper, caught by the shortstop, and that's going to do it. The Dominican Republic has moved on to the championship game of Caribbean Series 2025. They get some revenge from last year's championship game in which they lost to Venezuela, but they get the win here in the semifinals. The Dominican Republic is moving on.
Well, outstanding job by Cordero. Another Houdini act by the DR on the mound. Venezuela had plenty of opportunities to either tie the score, put this game away, and win this thing without going into extras. They've left a lot of men in scoring position, could not get that big hit. You got to credit the staff of the DR. And a great job. Albert Pujols can now breathe. He can take off that mask and breathe a sigh of relief because he's going into the championship game on Friday.
Albert Pujols, the manager of the Dominican Republic, in his first Caribbean Series, has his team in the final. The final score, 5-4, Dominican Republic over Venezuela in 11 innings. What a job by Jimmy Cordero to pitch out of that jam to get the save for the DR.
Yeah, the DR also had some opportunities in the top of the 11th, and they only came away with one. Nice pitch. He kept with the heat, 97 miles an hour. Great job by Albert Pujols choosing to walk Vargas to pitch to Hernandez. It worked. There you go. Championship game.
The second semifinal, Mexico against Puerto Rico, coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. on the West Coast. Be sure to join Craig Minervini and Rod Allen for that one. Should be another thriller. Third place game on Thursday. Venezuela will be in that one. Championship game on Friday night here in Mexicali. That's it for us. For Jeff Nelson, I'm Doug Wright saying so long from Mexicali. The Dominican Republic is moving on.
And welcome into MLB Tonight. A good one out of Mexicali. And